Interview with a STEM career. Submitted to Jex Jesus Jover.
So hello everyone, my name is Julien this head 2A.
Zaira Pausal, 20, BZ 2A.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Cleveland Faith Takardon Dinson, BZ 2A.
Hello everyone, my name is Kimberly Pigilipami, Best Ed 2A.
For today's video, I will introduce you our interviewee, which is Lian Julien Rodriguez, currently working in the BPO industry. And as we know, BPO industry or BPO organization is one of the STEM career that we can apply. Where in this BPO industry, we can do technical support, or we can be an IT associate and a customer service representative. So for the number one question, what is your position in the organization?
My position in the organization is actually a technical support or customer service representative, and yeah, that is my position.
Okay, thank you. So what are the duties involved in your job?
It involves actually helping customer in their concern and helping them to find a resolution with their issue that they are experiencing in their home.
Okay, so what are the most enjoyable aspect of your job?
The most enjoyable aspect is actually, one of it is I get to mingle to other people, meet other people who have different kinds of stories, and stories that will inspire me a lot to continue with my job. And also, one of the enjoyable things is also I was able to help people who needs help.
So, what are the challenges you face in your job?
Some of the challenges actually is an irate customer, because most of the irate customer actually will not hear me at all with my explanation and such. So yeah, that's actually one of the challenges that I face in my job.
Okay, so how do you think this job will change over the next decade?
Because this job is actually known already to most of the people, so I think it will change where might be all or most of the people will try to have this job, and this job will actually foster or bloom in the future.
Thank you. So, what is the salary range of people working in this kind of job?
I believe it's between 20 to 25k, something like that.
So, what is the name of the organization where you work? Can you give me a brief description what the organization does?
Yeah, actually, my organization is actually a call center agents, or in a BPO industry, where we give service. We also help people or customers that is having some problems with their service and who needs help actually in their concern. That is my job.
Okay, thank you. So, how many people are employed by the organization?
Actually, I don't know the specific numbers of the employed people here in the organization, but as far as I know, it's actually a lot. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. So, why did you choose to work in this organization?
Well, one of the reasons is actually my mom is also in this organization, so it also drives me to work in this kind of organization, is because I want also to experience what my mother experienced working in this job.
Okay, so why did you choose this job or the pathway to your current job?
I chose this actually, it will also help me to practice my English and communication skills, because this is also step one, or one step in becoming a teacher, Julien, and in reaching my dream to become an educator. So yeah, this will help me a lot.
What advice would you give to student choosing their school subjects now?
Well, what I advise to them is just focus on what you have right now, and focus on the subjects that you are taking right now, because it will really help you in the future.
So, what advice would you give to students who want to follow the same career as you?
If you want to follow this kind of job, I will really advise you to have a big heart, because small hearts will not take or took longer here in this organization or job. So you really need to have a big heart, and yeah.
Okay, so for the last question, what general career advice would you give to students?
What I highly advise to the students is actually focus on your goal, focus on your dream. Even if there are a lot of obstacles that you will face, just focus on reaching the goal that you want.
Okay, so thank you so much for your time for today. Welcome. A video or for this reflection, I find it more surprising since it's so surprising since when we do some interview with our interviewee earlier, I really find out that STEM career give us more opportunities, especially on this current situation in our pandemic, since STEM career have many opportunities or work we can apply, especially that our interview is currently working in a BPO industry, and as we know that BPO industry is still booming or still on demand in our organization right now. And yeah,
This is my reflection in the video interview we had. So the first question is, did you find out anything surprising while researching the STEM career profile of the person you interviewed? Our interviewee is a BPO employee, which is a STEM-related job. It is so much surprising on how the STEM career provides a large number of opportunities to lessen the unemployed individuals in our country, and also the BPO industry contributes a large number of amount in our Philippine economy each year. And up to date, BPO industry is still in demand.
My reflection about the STEM career of our interview. Number one, did you find out anything surprising while researching the STEM career profile of the person you interviewed? For me, yes. I was surprising and amazed while watching and listening to our interview. Through the interview, now I know how to ensure my future success in STEM-related job. That according to here, it must be innovate, well communicate, and collaborate to our customers.
Did you find out anything surprising while researching the STEM career profile of the person you interviewed? Yes, it was more surprising that could amaze me. Through this interview, we can talk to a STEM career person. This interview helped me to know more about their field of work and how would they manage it, that give you knowledge and ideas in this kind of work.
I was inspired by the person we interviewed earlier, since she is still 19 years old, that after she graduated, she is now currently working in one of the STEM career, and very interesting that the STEM career can give you opportunity even you are younger, as long as you have the STEM career that you already been studying.
And the next question is, were you inspired by the person you interviewed? Our interviewee, Miss Julien Rodriguez, position in the BPO industry is in the technical support, where she addresses different types of customers, different types of concerns, and other related issues about it. So she is inspiring for me in a way on how she handled different types of customers and their concerns perfectly. despite of some work challenges she experienced while working.
Where you've inspired the person you interviewed. Yes, it inspired me. That as a listener to a person who has been interviewed, it gave me confidence to reach my dream and goals. It gave me strength to keep fighting to what career you pursue. It also inspired me that this temporary is a good job to invest.
Number 2, were you inspired by the person you interviewed? For me, I am inspired by the interviewee because according to here, we must help the customer in their concern, find the resolution, and support them technically.
The most interesting thing that I learned from the person we interviewed is that she can deal a lot of things, especially in technology or in science, that we can help people in need, especially those people that is currently been struggling or having trouble in technology. Like since people industry is one of the work that is involving technology, where the customer will call them regarding that they don't have any internet or their technology or their TV is not working, then they will be the one to do some technical support to further assess them to further resolve the problem. And it's very interesting that they can do that one remotely by using the technology, by using their knowledge of technology and science. That's all. Thank you.
What is the most interesting thing you learned from the person you interviewed? To Miss Julien Rodriguez, the most interesting thing I learned about her is that she knows how to handle things right, to do her job well. This is very inspiring for me. It is because I know that they work in a different time schedule, but still they know, or she know how to handle things right. She know how to manage her time right to make time for her job and to make time for herself also. And that's all. Thank
What
you.
is the most interesting thing that you learned from the person you interviewed? For me, the most interesting thing that I've learned to the interviewee, that we must prepare, be highlight, be real, hospitable, be patient when it comes to customer services, and give the technical support for them. That's all.
Invest. 3. What is the most interesting thing that you learned from the person you interviewed? It gives me interest that the career of STEM is that you can still find a job even you are not finished yet to your 4 course that you take. And also, it gives me interest that the STEM career has a good way to use a technology that acknowledges being high-tech.